Hello, everybody, especially my virtual students. This is Mr. Snyder, and I am here to go over the procedure and expectation when it comes to your virtual vocabulary. For the hybrid students, they know that there is a list that is in my classroom that is posted in the top left corner of the whiteboard for our found words that we've got right here. All right, you can see my little highlighted mouse there. Now, found words are essentially lists of words that we find during class. So if I say a word that they're not familiar with, they'll give me a V sign, like a peace sign, that signifies that there's a vocabulary word that they don't know. And so we'll put that up on the board, and I'll put that in here from week to week. My virtual students, if you want to, you can send me an email requesting for found words to be added. And odds are, like if you're finding these words in your day to day, I'll add these to the list. Now, these found words here, curmudgeon, pontificate, and digress, these are available for everybody to do for bonus points. If you successfully complete any of these three words or all three of these words, they are worth a half a point each. So for every two words that you do successfully, you get a bonus point. Now I tack that on to, whatever the last assignment was. So if it was your quizzes, right, and you got an 18 out of 20, and you do all three of these, you will then have a 19 and a half out of 20. All right. So I will always make note in the grade book about where I put those points for you. Now for required words here, okay, I haven't put them on here yet, but they will be released on Wednesday when hopefully you are watching this video. Now, any required words that are here in this for week 2, you have to do those. They will be due by Monday of the following week or the first time that the class officially meets. So for example, for next Monday, since we won't be meeting, the words that I give you will be due on Wednesday. And I'll put that in the description of the assignment as well. So that way there's no confusion. 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, if you look up here, I have the color that your words are going to be in. So 6th grade, when you log on to this virtual vocabulary list, the required words that you need to do will be in red. 7th grade, yours will be in green. 8th grade, yours are going to be in blue. Now, the found words are for anybody to do, 6th through 8th grade, doesn't matter. They're all bonus, okay? But required words are required. You have to do them. Now, you're probably asking, well, what if I'm in 6th grade and I see 7th and 8th grade words that I don't know or that I want to do? Do them. I'll count those, okay? I will count those. Those can be bonus as well. So if another grade wants to do another grade, so 8th grade, if you see 6th and 7th grade words on there you don't know, well, fire it up. Go ahead and put those in there. I'll count them. I will give you credit for the work that you do. So this will be updated week to week. You see I've got week 2 here. I will add another one for week 3, week 4, week 5, so on and so forth throughout our entire time together. Now, how do you successfully complete a word? I went over this with the hybrid students, so I'm going to go over it with you virtual students as well. Let's take the word curmudgeon, for example. So I'm going to take that found word, and I'm going to go over here. Up top, you can see vocabulary squares, and these are going to be posted for you as well. I've put the student name, Mr. Snyder. I've put the term/week. It will be term 1, week 2. You can see that right there. All right. And I will put my word here, curmudgeon. Now, the definition has to be in your own words. It has to be in your own words. Does that mean that you have to know off the top of your head what curmudgeon is? No. You can look it up on Google, which I will do right now. I'll just put curmudgeon. All right. And I get a bad-tempered person, especially an old one. Okay, all right, a bad-tempered person, especially an old one. So if I were going to give my definition of that, a curmudgeon is, I guess, a cranky older person who is easily bothered. All right. Well, thank you for the autocorrect there, computer. A cranky older person who's easily bothered. Uh, yeah, that's what I would put. So there's my definition. You then need two synonyms. Now, a synonym is a like word, something that is similar. So for a curmudgeon, I would think of I don't know, like I'd put like a mat or let me think here. So for a synonym, I would put maybe the sixth grader came up with one the other day, a bully. So a bully could be someone like a cranky older person who is easily bothered. They can be a bully too. All right, so I'd accept that. For another synonym for a curmudgeon, how about an old geezer? Now, that's geyser. I think geezer is. Yeah. Oh, no. There it is. Old geezer. So that's something that you would call someone who's like being cranky, like an old geezer, or someone who's just, just you really don't want to interact with. To use it in a sentence, you have to use the words in a sentence correctly. All right. You just can't say he was a curmudgeon. All right. You have to actually use it so it has the meaning of the word in there. So I would say that man was well, let me put it this way. That man yelled at me to get off my lawn, you punk. Get a job. Man, was he a real curmudgeon? Curmudgeon. Jeez, oh man. I need to check my spelling. All right. So there it is. There's an old man, cranky, whatever. Okay. He was a real curmudgeon. So you just can't say, I was a curmudgeon, or he was a curmudgeon, or, oh, wow, what a curmudgeon. Like, please make sure that you are using the word properly. And then an antonym is the opposite of that word. So for the two synonyms here, they're like. For the antonym, you need to know the opposite as well. So you can use an example in real life. So for those of you that know Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I would put Mr. Rogers, that guy, would you be my neighbor? He's like super friendly. If you can think of anybody that was like a wide known example, you just can't say my Uncle Hank or, Uncle Daryl or whatever. I don't know your Uncle Daryl, but if that's the only thing you can come up with, I guess I'll take that. But for an antonym would be I don't know, friendly. Or you can put kind, anything like that. All right. As long as you're showing me that you get the meaning of the word. And now, once you complete this, all right, this will be worth right here. So I'll put kind back there. This right here, this would be worth half a point. You do the next word, another half a point. You do the next word, another half a point. Now that's just for the found words. For the required words that you will have, they'll be worth 2 points each. All right. So I'm going to try to give you a handful of words each week that'll be appropriate for the lessons that we're going to be going over. So as you learn these vocabulary words and you work to understand them, you'll get points for those while also gaining a better understanding of the things that we're going to be talking about. So all the words that you see will coincide or be related to the lesson that we are currently in. All right. So that should take care of that. I'm going to get rid of these so you guys can knock that out on your own. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure that you get a hold of me either via email or ideally, oh man, these things drive me nuts. Ideally, during my office hours. So the assignment is going to be released on, I'm just going to fix this later. The assignment's going to be released on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. You're going to be watching this. You're going to have your words to work on. If it's not clear or you're having trouble, get a hold of me during my office hours when the class meets. If not, this will be due Wednesday of next week. Can you turn it in earlier than that? Absolutely. fact, I encourage it. So that way you don't forget. All right. But these words for this week specifically due next Wednesday. And I'll mark that in there as well. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions again, reach out. Take care. I'll talk to you later. See you.